A warm welcome to the second season of our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin from beautiful Hamburg. I hope you're all healthy and secure out there. The current measures to get the Covid-19 pandemia under control actually cause severe harm to the global economy. Such a crisis is the moment for leadership in its true sense, essential, pure, and of highest relevance for the faith of the business going forward. Now it's the time to act, and now is as well the time to lead. I therefore decided to create a special edition of our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin to provide you with insights and opinions from leaders across our industry. Now is as well the time to share ideas and views and to find the best ways out of this together. Let's turn this crisis into an opportunity and let's go right into it. Today I will discuss with Mark Winkelmann, founder and CEO of LetMeShip.com and CEP-Research.com. LetMeShip.com is a multi-carrier shipment portal on international scale. CEP-Research.com is a news, analysis and research portal for the global courier express and parcel market. Mark is 46 years old and lives with his wife and 2 children in Hamburg. He started his career at the old DHL, and Mark founded LetMeShip.com with his brother and built it up to more than 100 employees and subsidiaries in 8 countries, which is quite an impressive success story. Therefore, Mark is a true adept of the global courier express and parcel market. Mark, a warm welcome to our Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin. And congratulations for the 20th anniversary of LetMeShip.com this year.
Carsten, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for the 20 years. Yeah, it has been quite a time, but a great one. And yeah, looking forward to the next 20 years, basically. Definitely.
Perfect. So due to the fact that we are talking about the COVID-19 crisis, first question, of course, and most important, how is your family? How are you?
Well, thank you for asking. Everything fine. I hope on your side as well. We're all doing great. We're all healthy. We even did some tests which are negative from a positive way or negative way, but everyone is healthy. Everyone is fine. Thank you for asking. And yeah, but I have to say it's quite good as well. It gives me time to be closer with the family those days.
Yeah, actually, and this will be hopefully the summary of our discussion. Every crisis has a lot of positive aspects and even opportunities. But currently, so can you describe our audience how your business was affected by COVID-19, and what is the biggest challenge right now for your business? And are there different situations in different countries, because you are active in 8 countries?
Yeah, definitely. So I would lie if I would say we didn't feel it or didn't get hit, especially because we are very much in the B2B segment as well. So obviously all the companies which are producing goods, especially goods suppliers to the automobile industry, due to the fact that they closed their factories, we did feel a slight reduction in the volumes, definitely, across all the countries. And as you mentioned, it's different within Europe and for the different countries. So in general, what one can say is that the volumes are down between 10 and 20% during the hardcore period of the lockdown. France has been hit slightly higher. It almost went down to minus 50% in terms of volumes. But we are basically out of it already. So it was really like a dip the first 2-3 weeks. And we're currently up at normal level. The only country which is lagging behind is France right now for the moment, a little bit.
But lockdown, right?
Yeah, due to the lockdown, but even there, there's growth again since last week. So I think we will be back at normal level by end of next week there. And in all the other countries, we're back at normal level actually already. So it's quite okay. So
it's good to hear, definitely. And so, what do you think about? Are there any middle-term implications of this period? And what are the? Do you think that there will be special challenges once all the restrictions are lifted?
In terms of the actual business, I don't think so, because we acted upon the crisis very rapidly and looking at different possibilities to open up new sales channels and to be very proactive, especially with our base customer, and to support them, and that allowed us to have a stable business and flow. I think the challenges are more on the topic that we need to prepare what will happen after Corona. So to actually sit down, and that's what we're currently doing since a week, is to develop a plan. How are we going to act and how are we going to work after the crisis is over? The current challenge that we have now is like to see how we plan successively to bring in people back into the office. So we are looking at all the regulations and rules that are being set up by the government. But to be honest, it's maybe a small challenge, I would say, because we are 100% home office and everything is working well. So there's no necessity to actually bring the people straight away back. I think the biggest challenge right now would be to keep up the motivation of the employees, and also from the management point of view for everyone. It's the same for me. How do I keep up my motivation, and how can I continue motivating my management team and all the employees? And
you mentioned not every employee has a laptop or the technical equipment to do home office. Is there anything already right now as a learning or as an innovation maybe which will be carried on in future out of this crisis for your company?
Yeah, definitely. I think the question will be, and that's also a task that we set ourselves in the management team. What we said is we will definitely sit down and close ourselves in for 2-3 days, not only to drink a lot together, but also to discuss, obviously, about all the takings that we can take out from a positive side out of the crisis. And definitely it's going to be how much home office are we going to allow to the people to have, but how are we going to set ourselves up in terms of technology?
You're a very modern company, 20 years old, so for sure you will have an advantage if it comes to digitalization and digital processes and digital work.
Definitely. I mean, definitely for us, everything everything is web-based. It starts with our application, our ERP system. It's own build. So any process is digitalized and is on the cloud and is accessible from anywhere in the world. So there was no problem in terms of accessing all the information and all the tools required to work. But to really focus on those aspects that we learned out of the crisis is really to look at the flexibility that we gained through it, and how can we build upon that flexibility and to act quickly on certain things. The other point is like that you can definitely take out from a positive side is the way to try to communicate and to motivate the people. So really looking into communication processes, in which frequency, which group level, in which level within the company do you communicate, in which frequency. We have to quickly adapt to certain things. So with the flexibility and with the communication, to quickly being able to adapt to business needs, if there's a crisis, or just to really understand quickly and very efficiently what our customer requirements are and needs are, in order to adapt towards that and to be able to offer them help, in the first stage, to support them, but also to allow us to open up new sales channels, additional sales channels.
Very, very nice. So I really like this attitude actually. Yeah, because you have to make the best of it. You have to use this for in a positive way for the future. Mark, you know that my channel, the Supply Chain Leadership Bulletin, it's all about leadership and corporate culture. So it would be interesting for me. Do you think you changed your leadership style in this situation? Or how are you leading your organization now? What element or aspect of leadership from your point of view is currently most important?
I would say within our company and from my leadership, it maybe sound a bit blunt or yeah. I don't think much changed, to be honest, because my style of leadership has always been a very open, very empathic one. I'm more someone who's looking into bringing everyone on board. And really our reason for being within LetMeShip, and this is reflected also by the values of the company, is that we constantly want to move forward. Mm-hmm. And at times where you can move forward quickly, and at times where you can not move forward that quickly, and that you have to maybe take a slight right turn and take another path in order to get back on the main track of your strategy. And one point is really to communicate. I think to fine-tune the communication within the company. I have a great management team and great people who are from day one doing the normal work that they're doing at 100%, and even also a funny point, partially even that there are certain parts of the business which are more efficient than working in the office. So what I implemented though is, like, from day one, and that's what I wanted to say, is that I'm writing to everyone, to the whole group on a daily basis, a little email, telling them about what happened that day on the management level, what we have been discussing, what the situation is currently, and to give them more transparency on what we are currently working on from a management point of view. Mm-hmm. And so that I'm doing every day. And I'm also telling them how I feel personally about certain things, and how they should also support each other, and also to be totally open when they have problems at home, to be totally open about it, and not to worry that it will have an effect on our decision towards them, that we will shorten the salaries or whatever. No, but that we can be there for them in terms to see how we can help them. So,
okay. So I really appreciate to hear that, because I believe as well that communication, transparency, information is crucial right now to really keep the employees comfortable, and to explain them exactly what is happening, what is going on. This creates solidarity, and I believe this is a really good reaction on this crisis. Mark, coming to the end of our interview, is there any personal message you would like to give the audience about your view on this situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most obvious thing is to stay really healthy and safe. Yeah, to continue following the regulations is definitely one thing until we know more about the whole situation and the virus as such. I think it's only a matter of time that we will come back to a kind of a normal life, definitely. I think from a business perspective is really to be business in general, to be alert about what's happening within your family, without your surroundings, because that's also an indication that affects you, and as a leader definitely can affect your leadership's possibilities, but also to obviously be there, to be alert what happens with the business. I think you need to really observe on a daily basis what is happening with your customers, with your revenues, and also with your employees. Yeah, that's being in contact and always be close to everything, and really take also maybe a time to step back from everything and to really browse through everything that you have been seeing or what you have been learning over the last 3 weeks, and to try to move things more towards a positive way of thinking, and things that don't work to see what kind of solution you can use in order to make it work, and to use that as a positive energy.
Great, Mark. Thanks for this very positive, future-oriented final statement and personal view on this. Thank you very much for participating and for sharing your views with our audience. And of course, please, you, your family, your company, your employees, stay healthy and safe. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, Carsten, and stay safe and healthy. Yeah, good luck. Thank you.